Hey everybody, what's going on? Speedy Diver here, and this is going to be 2 months of Gamestop dumpster diving. These are all of the games that I've found from the past 2 months of dumpster diving Gamestop. And yeah, there's a lot. There's a crazy amount of games. Look at all of the games. Oh my goodness. Now these are games without cases. And now, majority of these cases you do see on the table, and yes, majority, more than half, have games inside, which is insane. That is 2 months. It's only 2 months. I mean, it may seem like a long time, but that's a lot of games. I didn't count how many. There's at least 100 games here by far. Probably 200 games, if that. I mean, there's probably like 300 games. I don't even know. I didn't count them up yet. But either way, I did test out every single game, for the most part, on the table you do see. Now, there are some games that didn't work, of course. Majority of these games work, though. The ones that didn't work is this little pile right here. There's like 4 cases with games, a couple other games that are just around the table that didn't work as well. But like, absolutely incredible. Just so insane. Sadly, the games that didn't work are really, really good games, but it is what it is. You can't pick and choose, I guess. It's dumpster diving. It is what it is. Now, with that being said, 2 months of GameStop dumpster diving. There's so many games. I just can't get over it. I'm going to go through every single one and show you guys which games I found, and let's just get into it. First things first is we will start on the right side and make our way left. And let's just see. Actually, you know what? No. Let's start on the bottom. Yeah, say we get these games done with, and then we'll go right to left. First things first is we have an Xbox One game, NBA 2K15. It worked. There was a lot of new-gen console games that I ended up finding. Some sadly did not work, but majority did. There's Destiny that worked as well. There's Battlefront that worked. There's Ghost Recon 2 for the 360. There's the game disc for Halo 3. Star Wars Clone Wars for the original PlayStation 2. I thought it was for the original PlayStation for a second. PlayStation 2. There's Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is PlayStation 2 worked. These are demo discs for PS4s that they also worked as well, which was sweet. Diablo for the PS3, Resistance 2, Resistance Fall of Man, Resistance 2, Revolution, or no, Dance Dance Revolution for the Wii, Pro Evolution Soccer 2007, Halo 3, this is the multiplayer disc. There's Madden 07, Killzone 3, Dark Sector. Now, you guys will be seeing a lot of duplicate games in this episode. The reason for that is I just find a lot of duplicate games dumpster diving. I find a lot of copies, like a lot of the same copies, I guess. So, as you can see, there's another Dark Sector. Like, there's just 2 Rock Bands right there. There's a lot of duplicate games. There's NBA 2K10, Crash. Recently just found this. This is for the original PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot 2. It freaking worked. It is super scratched up, and it still worked. What? So that was really cool. Now, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves for the PS3. There's Pure for 360. Star Wars Battlefront for the PlayStation 2. Batman Arkham City. There's also Avatar. This game was really scratched up, but it did work for the Wii. There's Tony Hawk Ride. There's Borderlands 2 for the PS3. This was the greatest hits. And also Dead Island for the PS3. Every single game I just named, every single game worked. The games that didn't work, obviously just this pile, and also Watch Dogs for the Xbox One. This game did not work. I did find 2 of these, as you can, actually, did I find 2? Oh no, I didn't. I found Destiny, sorry. I found just 1 of these, I guess, and Watch Dogs, it didn't work, and I'll show you why, if I can. Where is it? Right there where my thumb is. For some reason, the game disc is like warped or something, and it just didn't end up working. So that game didn't work. Also, this game, I'm not sure, because I don't own a PS4, so I wasn't able to test it out, but it is super scratched up on the back, as you guys can see right there. Really scratched. It has like gouges taken out of it, like literally like claw marks or something. And also the top of it is all scratched up and crazy. So I don't have a PS4 to test it out, but Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is looking like it won't work. So I can't test it out. I don't have a PS4. So yeah, it most likely doesn't work though. Grand Theft Auto 4, this game sadly did not work. And I'll show you guys, they're in the cases. That one did not, oh wait, no. Yeah, The Lost and Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony did not work. There's Batman Arkham Asylum, did not work. NHL 12 did not work for the PS3, and also this Beatles Rock Band didn't work. Literally, this is 4 games, well, 6 games out of, say, 200 that were found didn't work. That's freaking awesome. Those are really, really good odds. Now, yeah, that's just... Like, I'm, like, still in shock. Like, this is the first time I put all the games together to see, like, the mass quantity of games that were found in the past 2 months. And maybe even 3 months of dumpster diving. Not too sure. I think it's 2. But, here we go. We also have a limited edition box for, Life is Strange. There's no games in any of these. These are sleeves, by the way, that go over cases. There's, Perfect Dark Zero, I believe this one is. Yeah, Perfect Dark Zero, just a steel book. The Call of Duty World War II, Evolve, Dragon Ball 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Super Mario Maker. This one actually has an art book inside, which is pretty cool. There's also a bunch of DS cases. Now, every one over here, besides the top 3, these actually have games in them. The rest of these, also 3DS, do not have games inside. They're all empty. There's also a couple things over here I want to quickly show. This is the official soundtrack of Super Mario Galaxy, which is in there, and it worked. Second copy of that I've ever found. Super Mario Bros. For the Wii worked as well. State of Decay 2 soundtrack, that worked. Random CD, that was just an empty CD. It had nothing on it, so it works. A Redbox case that I found, and a couple empty, regular cases that I ended up finding. Now, also, there's a Fortnite case up here for Nintendo Switch. This does not have a game in it. Neither does this one, sadly. And neither does this one. Didn't end up finding Fortnite. That would have been kind of cool. I think the physical copy of Fortnite's kind of rare. So definitely would have been interesting. But is what it is. Also up here. Yeah, there's these. What are these? Do you guys know? Yeah, I know what they are. They are DS games, but they don't have the shells on them. I'll compare it to a DS game just to show you guys, but this is the Hardy Boys. Found this game. There's also, this game is in there as well, and there's also this one, which is the Amazing Adventures the Forgotten Ruins. Yeah, I didn't know how to say that for a second. But to compare the DS games, basically, that's a game. I'll move these to the side. There's 3 of them. That's a game without the plastic shell around it. You can obviously see the similarities in the size and the actual contacts where it meets the actual DS. The front of it would look like this. It says Nintendo on it. And basically what I ended up doing was I found these dumpster diving, and I think like the next day or the day of, I ended up buying cases, these plastic shells that go around the games to actually try these out. Now, they didn't come in the mail yet. That's going to be a video soon to come, but definitely going to be freaking awesome because I have no idea what these 3 games are. They could be any one of these cases, or they can be totally different games. It could be like a super rare DS game for all I know. You just don't know. It's just the mystery behind it is going to be freaking awesome. So there's 3 of these. They all seem to be in really good condition, which is nice. Keep those down there. And there's the Hardy Boys right here. And then next, we're going to be going over this game. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the Xbox One. This game, it works, baby, and it's in there. This is a new gen console game. I love this game. I've always liked the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare game. Always had I don't know. It was like the first really cool exoskeleton kind of game. I don't know, I just kind of liked it. Now, what I'm going to talk about now, let's see. What should I talk about now? Which ones? There's a lot of stacks here, guys. There's 4 or 5 stacks. I already went over the DS games. There's going to be these ones. Now, I'll get these out of the way really quick because these are the ones, this stack right here that goes down, these are all empty cases. Now, they do have manuals and things like that, but they don't have games. Now, I'll quickly show you guys a rundown of what the games are or the cases. Sadly, no games in any of these. They're just empty cases, but the reason I do keep them is so I could put games in them if I ever find games. Because I find a lot of games without cases, so say I find a game, say I find Mario Party 8 without a case. Now I have the case for it, and I can put the game in the case. And I think that's pretty sweet. It's like putting 2 things together. It just makes one complete thing, and I think that's really cool. It's really satisfying as well. Now, next is going to be, I'm going to go through these little columns, the ones in the middle. These right here, these, oh no, these ones didn't work as well. These were also games that didn't work. Gears of War 3, this one didn't work. It's super duper scratched up. I don't know if you guys can really see. It's kind of hard to show you guys, but really, really scratched up. This one, I love Gears of War 3, didn't work. And also Call of Duty Ghosts. Now this one, Disc 2, I believe, is the one that didn't work. One of these didn't work and one did. Yeah, Disc 2 didn't work. Disc 2 is the one, the install disc didn't actually work at all. The play disc, on the other hand, the actual game disc did work. So it was like a 50-50 with that game. Also, these down here, more empty Nintendo Switch cases. It's kind of cool. I rarely find Nintendo Switch cases. Literally just found 4 4 cases the past like 2 or 3 months. That's rare. There's not too many Nintendo Switch cases out there, so at least yet, because it's such a new console, I guess. Next, we'll talk about these ones. These are empty PS4 cases. Also these empty PS4 cases. These right here do have games inside. Battlefront for the Xbox One. It works. There's also, as you can see, there was 2 Battlefronts found. There's that one, and then there's also that one. So as you can see, there's 2 of them. NBA 2K15 is in there as well. I think 2 games of this same game were found as well. Is it 215? Yep, 2 NBA 2K15s. See? Tons of duplicates. So, I mean, these are totally legitimate finds. Like, it's just, yeah, they're legitimate. I mean, I find duplicates all the time, and it just is what it is, I guess. Now, oh, there's so many games to go through. I feel like I've been talking so much. There's Titanfall 2, there's that one. There's just, the rest of these are just all empty PS4 cases, basically. Now we're getting actually onto the games. There's Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, these I'm going to stack up, because there's just so many of them. I'm not going to show you guys every single case, but yeah, there's games in these. As you can see, these ones all worked, these all worked, and these all worked. This was the pile that didn't work. As you can see, it's a mishmash of Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360, because I went through every single one, tested every single game out, and there's a lot of games. So let's just check it out. There's Halo 4, as you can see, there are 2 discs in there, but yeah, there's Rock Band, Skyrim, Fighters Uncaged, another Fighters Uncaged, Dark Sector, I love that game, really old school game, Call of Duty World at War, Black Eyed Peas, there's Skylanders Swap Force, Rock Band. So many rock bands. Also, before I go any further, you guys might be wondering, what do I do with the duplicate games that I find? I find a lot of the same game, hence all these rock bands. I'm going to show you guys. They are in the cases. Like, every single game I'm announcing right now is in the case. So what I do with the duplicate games is I actually donate them to my local church. And what my local church does with them is they keep them for like a certain amount of time, and they end up giving them out for special occasions like Christmas time, things like that. They give them to families who are less fortunate, and they can't really afford games for their children and whatnot. And I just think it's really nice to give back to the community, because it's obviously the community I live in. They give them to people around the neighborhood who maybe can't afford games, and it's just a really, really nice thing. They do it for other things as well, so like maybe like I think like maybe Easter, things like that, like special occasions and whatnot. And even I think people can just go there and they can be like, hey, do you have some of this stuff? And the church will be like, hey, yeah, and they'll give it out to you, which I think is really, really nice. And I love giving back the most I can, and I think this is a perfect way to do it. And that's just what I do with duplicate games, as well as like other things. A lot of controllers I do keep though, but there are other things that I donate as well that I find, like accessories for gaming consoles, stuff like that. And with that being said, let's go back into this. There's another Dark Sector, Madden 15, Fighters Uncaged, Medal of Honor, NBA 2K14, Madden 12, Rock Band. So every duplicate game you guys see in this video will be going to my local church for donation, which, I don't know, I love it. I love giving back. And there's just something about it that just feels so good, because this is stuff I could have never afforded when I was younger, and I would have loved for someone to donate this stuff to my local church, for even me to have. Like, I would have loved that. And I can like see the people's faces like in my mind who would be receiving this stuff. Like, oh, it feels so good inside. There's also Connected Ventures, Madden 12, Gears of War 3. This one did work. There's the B movie. That one's freaking sweet. I think this is more of a rarer game. I don't think I've ever found it. Dance Central 3, Motorsports, Black Eyed Peas, Madden 12, Skylanders, Dark Sector again, NBA 2K12, End War, this is Tom Clancy's, 2K6, that's an old one, and also FIFA 12. All of these games are in there and they all work. Next is PS3. We have Warhawk, Star Wars, Infamous, Resistance are different one. No, they're the same, but one's the greatest hits and one's the regular one. Infamous 2, Beatles Rock Band. What is this one? Modern Warfare 3, I believe. Oh yeah, it is. That one worked as well. Resistance. Call of Duty. Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I love the original Black Ops. Who doesn't love that game? The Beatles Rock Band again. FIFA Soccer 10. There's Killzone 3. Yep, 3. Resistance, Rock Band, Rage. I love this game as well. Infamous 2, I believe. Grand Theft Auto 5, yeah. Actually, Grand Theft Auto 5, there's God of War. Never found that game. Beatles Rock Band. MLB 07, MLB 07, and this one is Madden 08. Ooh, that's a lot of games, and I'm out of breath. Next we have the Wii games. We have Carnival games, the Bigs. Yeah, I never understand why they call it that. It just sounds so weird. The Bigs. Tiger Woods 08. There's Guitar Hero. Pac-Man is not in there, but there's another Wii U game, and I couldn't actually test this game out, so I don't know if it works or not. It's actually Mighty Number 9 for the Wii U. I don't own a Wii U, so I wasn't able to test it, but it looked to be in pretty good condition besides the case. The case is destroyed. There's also GT Pro Series, Wii Play, there's Nerf. There we go. Draw Studio, Dancing with the Stars, Wii Fit, a lot of Wii Fits. A lot of High School Musicals as well. High School Musical, there's Balls of Fury, Skate City, Monkey Balls. Yep, I said that. Monkey Ball, actually. This is SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, Clone Wars, Star Wars, there's Wii Music, Sonic, there's High School Musical, again, a couple of these to hold games in for the Xbox 360 cases, The Biggest Loser, Paintball, this is, they're getting stuck, Samba de Amigo, that's in there as well, Red Steel, Word Jong Party, there's another High School Musical, Wii Fit. This one is actually not in here. This, when I found it, I thought it was the right game, but it's not. This is Shaun White's Snowboarding. This is supposed to be Road Trip, but it's actually, as you can see if I open it, it's World Stage, my bad. It's World Stage. Yeah, totally different game, I believe. Skylanders Giants and another Wii Fit. Wow, that is a lot of games. Oh yeah, that is a lot of games. This was a very long video. I didn't think it was going to take this long. That is incredible. If anybody counted how many games were actually in this video, let me know in the comment section because I want to know. I want to know how many games are actually here. And if you hashtag it with whatever, make sure you hashtag the number. That way I know how many are actually in this pile of games. It's insane. It's absolutely crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack that like button. I will be leaving the last video over here, most recommended over here. Go subscribe to The Speedy Gamer. Actually going to be leaving my last Speedy Gamer video right here. Go check it out. It's a VR chat video. I have a lot of fun playing that game, and I just love recording it. Also, subscribe to The Speedy Diver. Thanks for watching again, guys. Again, hashtag how many games are actually on the table or the desk down below. Let me know, because I think there's over 200 at least. That's a lot of freaking games. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.